Make me nervous up here. So how are we doing?
Mike, it seemed like you were leaning toward resting a lot of the starters. So what ultimately led to this?
You know, it's a balancing act. There's a lot goes into it. I talked to the players about it. I waited all the way until Thursday evening to finally stamp it. But I talked to the players on Friday that it wasn't necessarily a punishment or a reward. It was every individual and where they're at, who needs it to perform on week one. You do your best guess. So it is. It wasn't we're just sitting guys because they've done X, Y, or Z. It was more protecting people against themselves, realizing specific positions that guys could get, a little taste of a game and then get them out. So it's a balancing act that we'll continue to do during the preseason to get ourselves best ready for the regular season. Yeah, and just in general, it is not an easy job to play tight end in the offense, and so we thought that it would benefit him to get him in a little bit, but again, we're trying to protect people too, so you're just really trying to manage all those things, and having a scope for the whole preseason, we thought it would be good. We wanted to get him a touch and kind of get him orchestrated and hearing the offense, but also protect him. So I was happy. Before watching the tape, I was happy with the way he played and how he approached it, because, again, it wasn't punishment at all.
Mike, what did you make of the reaction when that kick joined off? Your guys seemed pretty hyped, albeit being up preseason.
Yeah, I think it made me very happy because, that's what I want to see from the team. There's a lot of guys that, not a lot, but there's probably 16 or 17 that didn't play a snap, that weren't even suited. But what I was happy about was the whole team stayed locked in for their teammates, and they genuinely wanted to win. And you better have a competitive nature in this business to be able to succeed in it. And so it was cool to see that they wanted to finish what they started, so I was happy with that. You're never going to be completely happy with a performance. That's the point of being a coach. The day that you have a perfect game, I feel like we should walk off to the sunset. So I was happy with how they handled adversity. That things didn't go their way. We kind of started behind the 8 ball a little bit. They were running a bunch of pressures, so we were struggling to get the run game going for reasons, because they were committing to stop it. So I was happy how they responded, and there's a lot we can learn from it. Skylar, it's funny, I have to check myself when certain things will happen during a game or practice, where I'll feel myself getting impatient with him because I've completely forgotten that he's a rookie, but he is a rookie. But to his credit, we rely on him as a veteran. So it's a hard thing in this league to, with a night's sleep, go in as a starter. We were pumped to get him that opportunity. I know he feels like, and we'll all feel like, he left a lot of, not a lot, but he left some plays out there. But the biggest thing is we didn't have any turnovers as an offense. I think we had 1 penalty, so that's something to build on positively. And you can't have those type of statistics there specifically if you don't have efficient, good quarterback play. So it was cool to watch him. He was pumped. He was very salty and every series, because he was mad at himself for whatever happened on the previous series, and that's a good starting point, because he didn't shy away from making plays either after he was frustrated.
How did you see Skylar in terms of things
No, so that was one of my favorite parts. Was at the beginning of the game, I thought the operation was a little slow. We were trying to get the play in pretty fast, and I don't know what he was saying exactly in the huddle, but it was just taking a long time to get aligned. So I took the opportunity to go tell him, "Hey, dude, you need to get the guys in and out of the huddle," and he was able to adjust that. He did better with that, while also still taking each play one play at a time. So that was an encouraging thing that you don't know until it's real. There's a lot of rookies out there that I think felt more rookie feelings than he did, and he touches the ball every play. So happy with that. A lot to get better from, but he's a stud, and we're happy to have him. No, I was just talking to the team about it. Like, the receiver position in general, you have so many variables that are compounding for you to get opportunities, which is why I say every he was on the field, and he's whether a couple people have mentioned to me that he's maybe had a quiet camp or whatever. All I've seen him do is do his job. So then that sets you up for success when you continually do your job, and then all of a sudden you catch the right coverage or you get the right play call. So I was happy with that, and I think it's a lesson that for a lot of guys to take is to just be ready for your opportunity. I thought he was ready for his opportunity tonight. I don't. I will always try to defer to. I don't want to start pushing a direction that we try to have science in our statements. So with regard to injuries, so that there was some concern, definitely for his lower extremity, but we'll find out more tomorrow. Exactly what it is, but he's a competitor, and he did not want to be hurt, and I think that's what you saw from him was emotion that he felt like he was making plays, and this was a setback, but that's all it is. However long it takes him, it's a setback. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to maybe reflect on the plane for like 5 minutes. But really in the moment, I feel such obligation to the organization, the players, the coaches, that it just felt like I was trying to fixate on what my job was at the time. So I didn't really get. I guess I did feel there were some goosebumps in the national anthem, for sure. But you try to do your best to, for me, there was a lot of it that felt like practice. Because if you put yourself in the right mindset each and every day at practice should be like a game in theory, right? So, I was just focused on doing my job, for all the players and coaches in the organization, and the beat writers. So that it was cool to get that out of the way, so that we can continue to focus on getting better and making everyone the best they can be, for regular season 1. You say corner or quarter? I'm very happy with the group. They've been very competitive, and there's a lot of guys that have really gotten better in the last couple weeks specifically. Now that you have you get some dings. You know, you have to kind of reassess. Again, you have to figure out exactly the timeline. But, you know, I know Chris and his staff, he's probably, I saw he had his backpack on, so he's probably already started to look at you guys just in case we get you know, unforeseen or really any bad news tomorrow on some lengthy injuries, really. So we'll just be prepared for whatever is dealt, but we'll find out first and foremost what those injuries are and the extent of them, and move forward from there, really.
Thank you, guys.
It's hot in here.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
First off, just want to ask, I don't know if it's a preseason game, but having the team start off like that, just what was your reaction like with the
We're excited. We made some plays. Still some things to clean up. We just got to keep, stacking the days, stay focused on the minor details, and stay locked in those adverse situations.
As a veteran, what did you see out of Skylar Thompson tonight?
I saw he was playing really well. He's confident. He knew what he was doing out there. He was sure of himself, and he made some tremendous plays. You just gotta come in and day out. You gotta understand like the situations and how to use each moment, each time to get better. Can't take any moment for granted. Each situation you saw, we had a bunch of different ones out there, our learning ones. So we're gonna be able to look at the film and see what we can learn from and get back out there and try to execute at a high level.
I know the focus is obviously on improvement from this game, like you said, but just knowing where Mike is coming from, this opportunity to get this win, this passion, how happy were you for him?
Oh, it was ecstatic. You saw the energy of the guys once they ended up missing the field goal. We were all excited because there's a lot of hard work we put in this training camp thus far, and to see we all want to win, obviously, and you see that result after the hard work we put in. Still got a ways to go. Just scratching the surface of our potential. We got to keep stacking the days.
What do you think of Mike's debut as a head coach preseason?
It was cool, man. You just watch him command the whole team, and it was really, really awesome. So excited for him, and glad to be a part of this team.
He said it was like he treats it like practice because you're not doing that stuff in practice. You should feel like a game in practice.
Exactly. I mean,
Do you guys feel that even in the preseason?
yeah. I mean, it's even though you have the lights and all that, you still got to stay locked in. Still practicing situations, knowing how to take advantage, knowing how to execute in 2 minutes, end the game. Gotta know how to end the game when we have the ball in our hands as offense, and know how to stop them right away on defense. So it's just little things that we got to tighten up here and there, and it's good to see our team take the strides that we did today.
You're a veteran, guys. Winning in the preseason, how important is winning in the preseason? It's always good to win, obviously, but especially when you coach your offense.
I mean, it's great to win regardless, whether it's preseason or not. I mean, it gives you that confidence that you're heading in the right direction.
What was your impression of Skylar Thompson in his first NFL start? What do you think?
I was very impressed with Skylar. I love the way he commanded our offense. He knew how he wanted to approach the game. Had a couple conversations with him, just told him, have fun out there. If you're nervous, get all that nervous energy going in the right way. And you can see it in his performance. He performed well. I thought Len played tremendous. He made so many plays for us. He had a lot of great opportunities to make them, and I'm glad he came through. We know the type of player he is, and we're excited to see him continue to grow and continue to make plays.
Thank you, Mom.
No problem. Appreciate y'all.
I just saw the back flare out. They were doing a lot of where the back chips and just flares out, so I was kind of just reading the back. Saw the QB was under pressure, and usually he dumps it down. And I just reacted on the ball, and I was really just going for like a strip because he had caught it at first, and I went to go like knock it out. Next thing you know, the ball just happened to fall in place. And oh, yeah, for sure. He always emphasizes every day we have turnover circuit, so we're always emphasizing like hitting at the ball, whether it be a fumble or PBU or anything. We're always emphasizing attacking the ball.
Did you know that you had the ball cleanly? Did you know it didn't hit the ground? And was it the craziest interception? Because at one point it was between your legs.
Yeah, I didn't know that it didn't hit the ground because I could just feel it on my body, but yeah, I was surprised. I was just as surprised as everyone else. You know, it was just one of those plays. You get a little luck, and it fell in the right place. But I did, at least at the time, I felt like it didn't touch the ground. Like I felt it in my legs. So hey, some things fall your way. So
And then did you look up and watch the replay on the
I didn't even watch the replay. I was excited. That was my first interception in the NFL. So I was just excited, just enjoying the moment with my teammates. Yeah, I still got to see it. I'm looking forward to it.
What is that feeling? What's that feeling like when you're coming back to the sideline after a play like that?
It's just exhilarating. I don't know. You're just pumped with adrenaline. Like you've been waiting for moments like that your whole life, and for it to finally come, you're just appreciative of those moments.
Do you get into the atmosphere, when you're watching that kid from what was it like August and
I mean, any win's a good one, even though it's a preseason, especially to have a preseason game to go down to the last second. I mean, at the moment, it felt like it was a regular season game. Like everyone was jumping up. Like I don't know, it was a good time though. Like it was a great call by a coach to ice the kicker before, and I guess it paid off.
Thank you, Elijah.
All right, appreciate you guys. Thank you.
I thought I did some good things, but there's a handful of plays that like are on my mind right now. Just being able to anticipate and trust myself. I felt like I was seeing the field pretty well. There was a couple of times they stumped me a little bit, but I felt like I was seeing the field pretty well, have a pretty good understanding of what they were going to do, and there was times where I just felt a little hesitant instead of just trusting my read and throwing it to a spot, and I feel like as the game went on, there was a couple throws that did a little bit better, but there's always room for improvement. There's always room for growth. That's what I love about this game. That's what I love about playing this position is there's always room for improvement, room to grow and learn, and I'm super excited to go back and watch the film and see it from that perspective, just to see how it aligns with what my thoughts are right now. Yeah, first off, it was a great route by Lynn. Knew they were in a soft zone coverage, double move, so just had to get my eyes on it. Was hoping Lynn didn't get collisioned off the double move, and he ran a great route. Throws like that when he's that wide open is just making the layups. So just put it out there for him. He made a great catch, great play. O-line gave me plenty of time to make the throw. It was a team play right there. So super exciting.
Take us through what was going through your head and your stomach, for example, before the game, butterflies or what have you. What was that
Yeah.
like?
Well, first off, I mean, obviously it's a big moment. My first time getting out there on the field, starting the game. There was a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts, all good. I was very excited to get out there and play, and just to get thrown in the fire. That's where I love being in that type of atmosphere, just because I feel like that's when I learn the most and really find out the most about myself. And I just had a lot of fun. I tried not to make the moment too big. Just at the end of the day, it's football. It's a game that I've been playing for a very long time, and get to go out there with my teammates, coaches, and go play the game that I love. So I just try to make the game simple and try to have fun doing it. So.
Skylar, how different was the NFL atmosphere? Mike said that it took you a little while to get the game out of the level. I told you, get them out of the level.
Yeah.
So was that just getting comfortable? Not just once you started hearing it?
Yeah, I mean, the whole operational part, I think, is one of the most unspoken, challenging parts about playing quarterback is hearing the play call while it's on third down. They're playing music, the crowd's going. Being able to understand the call, being able to process it, spit it out to where everybody can hear it. The communication aspect is so important. I felt like there were times where I could have been better in that aspect and been more efficient, which could have helped clean up some of the stuff in the second half there. But that's all part of the process. I know the more reps I get, it's gonna get a little easier. So that was my first time getting exposed to it. So I just try to take the coaching of what he was seeing and being able to, rally the troops, be able to talk to the O-line, have some guys help me out a little bit, and then they did a great job help get that cleaned up a little bit.
And what was the experience when you came back to the when you came back to the sidelines all the time? Because I saw Mike was right there right away, just talking through.
Yeah, he was just communicating with me, asking me what I was seeing or what I saw, what was like, why did I make the decision that I made, and just having, conversations about what was going on out there. And he just picked my mind about what I was seeing, and I was also gathering information of what he was seeing, what he was thinking, because that's the most important part, is having an open line of communication, being able to be on the same page and understand, the why behind the what. And, that's very, very important.
Skylar, I noticed at one point it looked like Tua had a fairly lengthy conversation with you on the sideline there, and then after the game you were talking with Gabbard. It looked like he had some maybe encouraging words for you. Anything you could share about what was going on with you?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I'm super grateful for Tua and Teddy. Both of them have been a tremendous help to me. Been, having my back, being, teaching me things, spreading their wisdom of what they know and their experiences, and being able to help me grow. And I know that's not something that they have to do, but it means a lot to me. Just giving me feedback of going through the iPad pictures and being able to, to walk me through of what they were seeing. Maybe, you should have done this, or, keep this in mind. Just throwing pointers, not telling me what to do, just keeping me on my toes of just trying to learn and keep processing things. And having guys like Tua and Teddy who have been there and done it, being able to, spread wisdom to me, my ears are open and I'm listening to everything and trying to apply it. So super grateful for them. And then talking to Blaine, I knew Blaine, actually, funny story, I was in second grade at a quarterback camp in Kansas City, and Blaine Gabbert was one of the, I want to say one of the college Qs that came and helped out at the camp, and when he was at Missouri, and we worked with a similar quarterback coach at the time that put on the camp, and so I had already known him, and I just went up and was like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, and he was like, yeah, I do. So we were just talking about that, and Blaine's a good guy. He's been in the league for a long time, so that was cool to talk to him too. Well, no, I actually, that day I was one of the youngest guys there, and I was super nervous to be there because I felt like I didn't belong. And Blaine was a guy that actually grabbed me and encouraged me, and I will still to this day remember that. So it was pretty cool to see him.
Thank you, Skylar.
Thank you, guys.